Hey there fans, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another project update. This will be the month of September, all of our accomplishments, all the things that we've completed in that month, and then what's coming down the pipeline. So want to welcome everybody that's new to the channel. Again, our channel continues to grow, so I want to welcome everybody here. What we do every single month is I give a project update on where we're at as far as Galvatron's Revenge is going, as far as Dinobots Unleashed. Obviously, we're making a transition. For those of you who don't know, we've got two movies going on. We're finalizing one, and we're starting to ramp up on the other. So let's go ahead and get into our agenda. Again, we go over our prior month accomplishments. So anything and everything that we completed in the month of September, we're going to cover today. Any ongoing assignments, so anything that we could not finish that was previously assigned in the prior month, we talk about what's on the table and hopefully it gets completed in the current month that we're in. And then any future assignments that we have, what's coming down the pipeline, what we would like to work on and tackle next, right? And then finally at the end, we get into the special topics section. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, as far as modeling goes, we did 3 models. We modeled out Black Arachnia Spider Mode. So if you guys who tuned in last month, you guys got a preview, or if you guys are part of the community, right, you guys got a preview of the initiation of the Spider Mode of Black Arachnia. Well, we actually managed to finish her off. And if you are part of the community, you more than likely already saw these images that I'm flashing before the screen right now. In addition to the spider mode, we went ahead and also completed the vehicle mode. So it might be a surprise to many of you folks, but she is a triple changer. We show that in the character sheet that we showed years ago, I guess, at this point. But she is a triple changer. We are going to get into some of the backstory of this character. We are going to not only do our own story arc, but we're also going to embed it into the actual lore of the Transformers universe. Very similar to some of the things that we did with Galvatron's Revenge, right? How, for instance, the Wreckers were put together like a special ops team. And so we made it that the Combaticons were put together as a response or counteraction or a countermeasure against the Wreckers, right? So we fold in, actual Transformers lore so that it actually makes sense. And that's what we plan on doing, with this character as well as all of our characters. Like, unless it's meant to be a new character, like a new character to the scene, we are going to give some type of hint or some type of a suggestion, or so we're just not going to bring a new character and be like, this character came out of the blue, right? We're going to actually show why that character is there, how that character is involved, and so on and so forth. So we're going to set things up really nice for all of the characters. It's not just Black Arachnia, right? We've got Predaking coming in. We are going to talk about why he's there, what he's trying to do, and any new characters that may come from there. So again, we're going to explain it all so that nothing's like left up in the air for guessing, or that things don't make sense, right? We're going to present it in a way that it makes sense. We're going to present it in a way that that flows really nicely. And again, it adds on to the Transformers Prime universe by honoring what was done in the past and just simply adding on to it, adding quality onto it, right? Quality storytelling. That's what we're trying to do. And then the third model that we completed was Shockwave's Secret Lab. Now, this is a second secret lab. This particular secret lab is found in Hydrax City. It's a city that we mentioned in our prior project update that we modeled out, right? We modeled this environment completely destroyed. You could see there was debris on the floor. Some of the buildings were, chopped off the top or whatever. They had, rubble around them and so on and so forth. So it was not a city. It's a city that was destroyed at some point and has yet to be rebuilt. So there's a good portion of our story that takes place in this area of Hydrax City. This is where this particular lab is located. It's not the only thing that's located there, but that particular lab is going to be located there. We managed to render out scenes 6, 9, and 10. Right, so that pretty much takes us from scenes 1 all the way through 10 are completely rendered. Now we're focusing. Well, I'll get to what we're focusing on when we get to the future assignments, right? So yeah, so we managed to render out three different scenes. Toy reviews. We managed to do Legacy Skyquake, Gargoyles Brooklyn, and G.I. Joe Copperhead. Again, we've got some more toy reviews to do throughout the month, so we'll keep that going. I don't know how many of you guys enjoy it or not, but I like doing it, so we're going to keep on doing it. As far as storyboard goes for Dinobots Unleashed, we completed 2. Jasmine was able to complete scenes 3 and 4 for Dinobots Unleashed. How many scenes are there in Dinobots Unleashed? What I'm trying to do is keep it to the 19 that we have with Galvatron's Revenge, but it might be a little bit more. That does not mean that it's going to be more time. It just means there might be more different environments to get involved. And usually what I like to do is I like to keep the scenes to different environments or what's relative to what's going on at the moment, right? But yeah, so I think we're in the 20, 22 range, somewhere around there as far as scenes for Dinobots Unleashed. And then we also posted a render sample video. So we showed a comparison video, side-by-side comparison video of before rendering and after rendering with some additional enhancements, minor changes that we made, a little bit more finesse on the animation, maybe some different camera angles, etc., right? But we wanted to give you guys a sample of what the renders are looking like in comparison to what things look like before they got rendered, right? We're gonna do more of those videos, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that, hopefully you guys like that, and we'll do a couple more. We won't do a whole lot because, you know, we don't want to give the whole movie away, but I think maybe like another 1 or 2 more would be cool to have. And again, it's just basically to show the comparison of before and what we've been doing since we posted all of the scenes on YouTube, right? So this is all the stuff that essentially Ben's been doing, enhancing, tweaking, right? Giving us a different look, right? So hope you guys really enjoyed that because I know I did. So yeah, so let's move on to ongoing assignments. What's ongoing? Darksteel. Darksteel is 95% done. I did post some pictures in our community page on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, as a matter of fact, since Saturday, I've actually been able to complete him. I am just basically putting everything together like a jigsaw puzzle right now to make sure that everything according to the blueprint that I have is where it needs to be. So as of today, it's finished, but today's already October the 3rd, so he's not counted in September's completion. We'll count him in October's completion, right? Grimlock T-Rex. So I'm actually going to take on Grimlock's T-Rex mode. Why? Because Neil is not a modeler. I didn't even know that. I knew that he liked animation, which is what he came on board to do, was animation. But I thought he was a modeler, and he's not. And I didn't know that. So he's like, look, to be honest with you, I'm not really good at modeling. You know, but I'll give it a shot. And I said, listen, if you're not good with it, or if you don't, it's not your thing, don't worry about it. I don't know why I assumed that it was. So I'm going to take that off of his plate and I'm going to work on it. He's still going to do animation for us with Dinobots Unleashed. So he's just waiting for us to get to a point where we can animate, which will happen next year, right? But he's on standby, ready to go for that. He's actually looking forward to that, so that's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and complete that. I don't know if I'm going to tackle that first or if I'm going to do something else. I'll explain why, but let me keep moving forward. Let's move on to future assignments. Hydrax City, there's another environment that needs to be done within Hydrax City. It's another building, but I can't give you too much detail on it, because if I give you too much detail, if I give you any detail, it might give a lot away, and I'm just not ready to disclose that. So it's a secret place within Hydrax City that I need to model out. So I'll more than likely model out the environment before I tackle Grimlock. Why? Environments are pretty quick. They're straightforward, right? You have just a lot of geometrical shapes. To do a beast or an animal, a little bit more time consuming. So I'll probably end up doing the environment first, which will probably take me less than a week. And then I'll finish up Grimlock. So that's how I'm going to work it. I'm going to finish up Darksteel either between today and tomorrow. And then I'm going to move on to doing Hydrax City. And then I'll finish Grimlock before the month is over. And that's how I'll work that. The other thing I do want to get into, and I'm going to try and get into, would be Inferno character design. I would like to take care of his character design the way that we've done our other character sheets, right? And give us a really cool design. So hopefully, either sometime in October, sometime this month, or potentially next month, we will have a brand new character sheet and a brand new character for me to show you guys. So something really cool to look forward to. In addition to that, Scene 5 storyboard for Dinobots Unleashed is being worked on. We had a team meeting last week and gave Jasmine all the details of that particular scene. She's really good at capturing what I have here and, putting it on paper. So looking forward, actually, we're meeting tomorrow. I'm recording this the 3rd, which is on a Tuesday. We're meeting tomorrow, the 4th. I don't know how far along she's gone in a week as far as storyboard 5, but hopefully it's a good amount away. I don't recall how long this scene 5 is, but she's really quick. She's really fast and really good. So if she's finished with 5 by tomorrow, then I'll assign 6 to her, because like I said, 5 was assigned last week, so a lot can happen in a week's time. This girl's that fast, right? So it's pretty good. All right, let's move on to special topics. So special topics, we got 2 new artists. I actually failed to mention one of them last month. His name's Shaker. Shaker or Chaker, I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyhow, he's been working on a secret character that I can't even put on here yet. So he's been working on that for like the past month. So as soon as he's done with this secret character, I'm gonna have him, and he and I we emailed each other the other day. He's gonna be working on the Skylinks Predacon, the Beast mode. So that'll be in a future assignment, but I think it'll probably be maybe by November or December when he's actually able to start that. I'll let you guys know. I'll include that into the next project update once I have a little bit more solid timeline on when he can get that started, right? And then the second artist is a guy named Stevie. He's really talented. He's coming on board to help assist Ben with animation and texturing and lighting and rendering and enhancement. Phenomenal. Again, our team is growing in such a way, and the work that we're producing is again, it goes beyond what I expected. I know there's always gonna be a small pocket of people that are never satisfied. And it's very sad, because all you're doing is you're just ruining it for yourself, to be honest with you. We're a group of fans that are just doing this out of the love of Transformers and Transformers Prime. And the fact that we're able to do the things that we're doing is astonishing. And for 99.9% of the audience, they love it, they appreciate it. There's always that 1% or less than 1%. And it is what it is. I'm just happy that we're able to give something of this caliber back to the fandom community. And like I said, we're going to continue to push through. We're going to finish Galvatron's Revenge. We're going to go into Dinobots Unleashed and then Ultimate Annihilation, and we're going to give we're going to leave a huge footprint on the Transformers fandom community. That's our goal, right? The next one, the new audition video, new audition video. I did not get a chance to work on that last month. I'm going to see if I can work on that this month, so it's still pending. I'm stretched really thin right now, so I'm going to try and get to it this month, but be on the lookout for that. GoFundMe. I did manage to reach out to everybody that was through the GoFundMe back in August. I sent out an email communication letting you know, please send me your address, so on and so forth. I have not heard back from anybody. Everybody. Excuse me. I have not heard back from everybody. I think maybe about 40%. I've heard back from 40% of the people. Please take a look. Send me an email through the GoFundMe. Please don't do it directly, because then I have nothing to tie it to. What I'm doing is verifying to make sure that the people that actually donated are the ones who are going to get the gift. So please contact me or respond through the GoFundMe, and that way I can verify the email address. Respond to me, through the email, and the amount that and preferably the date, so that way again I can cross-reference everything that I have on my spreadsheet, and I can jot down your address. Let's see. Now, also, some of you guys have actually said, can you still contribute? Can you still donate? Hey, do you have a Patreon, et cetera, et cetera? No, I don't have any of those things at the moment because I don't want to double dip, right? I think the GoFundMe is more than enough to what we need. Maybe later down, and I've been contemplating this, to be honest with you, starting a not starting, I should say, but having a Patreon, having each of the artists start a Patreon and then linking it here so that you can donate to the artist. Because honestly, I you know, this for me is a dream come true. And you know, I'm a family man. I have my career. You know, I'm pretty established in my career, but a lot of the people that are working on this project, they're young, they're aspiring artists, right? So I think it would be more valuable to help them on their Patreons. Once, you know, if you want to tip somebody, like I think somebody put down, hey, how can I tip you? I don't want the tip. I'd rather my artists get the tip. So, you know, tomorrow during my team meeting with them, I'm going to see if I talk to them, float the idea of them having a Patreon and linking it to this project. So that way you guys, if you guys want to leave them a tip and you want to contribute to their aspirations and their, and just say thank you for their talents, we can do that because I think they deserve it, you know, more than I do. So I'll have that conversation with them, and then in our next project update, I'll let you guys know what they decide. I'm sure they're not going to have an issue, but I just want to make sure that I talk to them first, and so on and so forth. So as far as the Blu-ray though, the GoFundMe is still up. Why? Because again, I have not heard back from everybody, and I said it, I want to hear back. I'm not going to take it down because if I take it down, I'm afraid that I won't be able to hear back directly from folks. So it's still up. If it's still up, then what and you guys still want the Blu-ray, you guys are able to still donate to get the Blu-ray. At this point, your donation is going to help, right, to decrease shipping expense, right? Because like I said a couple of project updates ago, I think I was negative like $1,200 out of pocket based on everything. And that's minus everything that we got out of GoFundMe, right? So when I take a look at what we got in GoFundMe and I take a look at my actual expenses, I'm in the hole about $1,200. Now we got a boost after that. We got a slight boost of about, I think, I don't have the numbers in front of me, maybe it was between $600 and $800. So I'm still about negative about $400. So anything that you contribute obviously is going to help with shipping costs. Shipping costs is not included in my losses. So my losses are going to go up once I start shipping stuff out. But again, I'm okay with that because it was what you guys were able to do helped out when we needed it. So it is what it is. But like I said, if you still want to contribute, you still want that Blu-ray, please donate the 50. And like I said, 100% of that is going to go now to shipping costs, helping with shipping costs. If for example, I think it was in 2001, I lowered it because of the pandemic and all that stuff that was happening. I lowered it to 30. If for whatever reason you started to donate in 2001, let's say you donated, I don't know, $15, let's just say, and you say, you know what, I want the Blu-ray. It's that cool. I want it. But the full 50, I can't do 50 at this point. Okay, no problem. And I've said this before. If you did 30 back then, I'll honor that, which I have. You're on there. So if you did 15 back in 2001, all you need is another 15. I'll count that, right? Because you started it in 2001. So everybody that started in 2001, if you donated something, right, I'll still honor the $30 in 2001. If we go into 2002 beyond, no, you'd have to do the full 50 because that's what I said. So if you have any questions, just feel free to email me. No big deal. What else? Last month I met with Mike. We had a great conversation. He actually showed me some samples of what the Blu-ray menu is going to look like. And it was pretty darn cool. We talked about some of the features, including not just artwork from, the artwork that our team did, right? The concept art and stuff like that, but also artwork that's been submitted through art contests that we've done throughout, the course of the project, right? So it'll be cool. So not only will you see our artwork, but also, artwork from the fans. So that's pretty cool. Director commentary, we are going to have some deleted material, deleted scenes. And then there's going to be some additional bonus material that we talked about. Now, those are just the 4 that I remember from the conversation. There might be a couple more, and there's definitely going to be more to come, because based on where Mike and I left the conversation, it looks like that we were just scratching the surface, right? So, yeah. Let's see what else. Live stream. We had our first live stream last month. That was pretty fun. Had some popcorn, had some laughs, went over some funny memes, and then we took a look at some pretty cool artwork. We're looking to do the same thing on the 19th of this month. Why not middle of the month? Because I'll be actually heading to Maine actually this week. And this weekend I'll be in Maine. I won't be able to. When I come back, my wife and I will be on vacation, even though it's going to be a staycation, right? But I don't want to be live streaming while her and I are having family time. So it'll be the following Friday after that. So the 19th is when we'll do it, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Same thing. I think that's Thursday. Let me take a look at that right now, as a matter of fact. No, it's not. The 19th. Yes, the 19th. I'm sorry. I don't know if I said the 18th. It's the 19th, which is a Thursday. So the 19th, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Again, bring some popcorn, bring something to munch on, and we'll take a look at some funny memes and some cool artwork. The last thing I wanted to touch on was Prime crossovers. We're also set to begin that this month. What is Prime crossovers? Prime crossovers is just basically me passing down art knowledge to you guys who might not know it, you guys who might need some different ideas, you guys that haven't ever done it before, or whatever the case may be. We're going to start with a really simple video of character design, just planning it out, as opposed to just doing whatever. I want to be strategic, right? We'll go over some of the details of what is good practice when you're developing a character, and then we start to get into the design aspect of things. So look for that this month. I don't know when I'm going to do that this month, but definitely look out for that. So guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you. Hopefully this is informative. Hopefully you guys again enjoy everything that we've been doing. Hopefully that side-by-side pre-render, post-render video. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to link that in the description below in case you haven't checked that out yet. Definitely check that out, and you can see the work that we're doing, again, for your enjoyment. So guys, until next time, take care. Peace out. Till all are one. Bye-bye.